after having eaten, and then the physical nature of the body is the dominant feeling. Yeah, we may have eaten too much, too little. It's up to each individual, but it has an effect on the mind state, and how we eat and how we look after our health. So Luang Por started saying there's physical health and there's mental health, and both of them are interrelated. And if we look after our physical body well, then also many times our mind state, or the aramana, or in Thai we say arom, the moods and the emotions, they are balanced. So we shouldn't overlook the importance of physical health and maintaining one's habits so they're conducive to health. And especially with food, we need to be aware. Luang Por was first talking about, like, there's 5 A's: ahan, ahare, yeah, like food, yeah, and then apon is like it's like the apron, like it's like the clothing that we wear, and then the akasa, like akat in Thai, air quality, and then the arom is the mind state, and then achom is what we excrete. Forgive me, yeah? Like, so these things are very important. So I had these 5 A's, and I had to just check again. And the first about ahare, about food, he was saying, or bojana. In Thai it's the same word. So he was saying we need to have a good balance of the diet, like a public health institutions in Thailand, they recommend you have like the carbohydrates, fat, minerals, vitamins, and proteins. Yes, that's it. So it's the same. And so we need to be sure that we have like a balanced diet, and that we don't use too many foods that are, say, lopsided into one area. For example, too many sweet things and so forth, or things that will create the accumulation of fat in the blood vessels, like that would be cholesterol and things like that. So we have to be careful about that, because it is important to have the body in balance and have the body natural. If the body feels natural and balanced, then the mind is at ease. And the opposite is that we are having physical trouble and ailments and diseases, and then our mind gets worried. We feel threatened and at a disadvantage for our practice. So we need to have this balance of body and mind. So Luang Por was saying, yeah, like the ahare and then the akasa. Akasa is the air. So if you're in a good ventilated place where there's like a slight breeze and you have the feeling there's enough oxygen, then you feel like at ease. You can actually meditate well and you can practice well. And so this is very important, that we look after the place where we are, that it doesn't get polluted, and that it has some fresh air and a feeling of space as well, so that we don't get oppressed by the unconducive situations. And that makes us have an even mind and a good mood, and then in terms of our clothing, Luang Por was mentioning, of course, everybody looks after clothing to be neat and clean and nice and well kept. But it's also about not to overdo things with the clothing, that we are running after some kind of popular things in order to be kind of like, say, dominant, or that we are too impressive. We don't need to be too impressive with the clothing. We can just be normal, neat, and well adapted. The clothing to be comfortable. So that brings us all into a good mood as well, and also to have sufficiency, that we don't accumulate too much clothing or dresses, because when we have just about what we need and it's all purposeful, then we can be also free from worry and verse, and it's sustainable. And in Thai they say sabai means like aram se. Yeah, it means like at ease. It can mean just basically be wherever you go, whether in society or in your family, you feel okay. So family, then also, to look after mother, father, and daughters, sons, brothers, sisters, and make sure that the business of the family or the life support is there. There's enough living, and this obviously helps to have a mind that's at ease and everything's in order and place. But it also boils down to having nice mind states towards each other deliberately through. That can help us a lot to have the refuge in friendliness and not to be prone to strong emotions, but just be well balanced. And we practice like this in every situation, whether we're standing, sitting, walking, or lying down, to be friendly and to be relaxed. And in a worldly context, it means that we know our own measure with our activities, and we support each other. For example, we practice sila. We seek people. Sila is shil. We practice ethics, moral conduct, and we try to look for people that are like-minded in that. And even though we're in a worldly context where there maybe is a lack of shil, but we still support each other for those that are having the same ideals. We give each other moral support. We can say these are ideals. We try to enhance them and not neglect them, because it makes for a secure environment. If you are with people that have ethical behavior, have sheen, you can feel safe. You can feel you trust these people. You can be around other people without a sense of threat or being threatened. So that's really important, because it makes everything comfortable. When we do things, we can easily talk, easily arrange things. So then Longpa was talking about the waste products, the ajom. In Thai, it means like the things that the body discards, excretes, for example. That we can see how important the bowel health is. It's a modern topic Longpa talked about. And say, for example, if we have too many waste products in the food, then the bowel movements won't be okay, and we're actually depleting ourselves from energy. So we need to have an eye on that and adjust and eat for the sake of sustenance and bringing comfort to our body, and not just simply because it's tasty. And so if we have too much of the certain types of fats, then the bowels won't work properly. And so it's a whole system that we sometimes aren't aware of. It starts with our mouth, and then goes to the bowels. So we have to be very careful to pay attention to these things. The bowels are 30 feet long, quite a big organ, so we have to give respect also to that. So we do our duty and are heedful towards the physical needs, and then our life and our happiness is sustainable. We have a sense of moving wherever we go is at ease. We have just about enough of everything, and that is meant when we talk about our waste products. We don't overly produce waste, and we try to have everything well balanced. So we have this body. It's about the Buddha says, the fathom-long body, nurtured by rice gruel and porridge, and created by mother and father. So this is we have that as our tool. So and we're all the same in that we have to look after body and mind, and we can see how it affects our mind when we follow the proper course in looking after our health. So this will bring up a mind that's at ease. So these are just very normal recommendations that Luang Por would like to give all of us as a reminder to maintain good health, both physically and mentally.
Sadhu. Luang Por